How many times does that happen? In today's video, we're gonna stop that happening. Those big, fat, chunky shots, they feel horrendous and actually they hurt a little bit as well. I'm gonna give you 3 key tips in today's video on how you can stop that shot because it's detrimental. We're gonna be looking at 2 in setup movements and changes that you can make that you can straight away already start to have a positive impact on your ball striking. But one key move, one magic little move from the top of the backswing that can really help you as well. Guys, thank you very much for watching. If you are new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button. It does make a huge difference to the channel. Also, if you'd like a lesson from me as well, the link is in the description below. You just download the Skillest app, drop me a DM, 25% off and the first month subscription to everyone that comes across from YouTube, because I am that kind. And drop me a DM, we'll get chatting, and then we'll have a Zoom consultation. We'll start talking about your game and seeing what level I can help you take it to. Right, so to get started in this video, we're going to be cracking straight on with setup, okay? Because setup is so important. I see a lot of golfers just kind of standing. What I would say is quite weak, just quite like there. Just to me, it's like a token gesture of a stance. Like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. So this is I'm not. You don't look ready to hit the shot. You don't look powerful. You don't look athletic. So as you all know, and I'm sure you all know, when you come into impact to strike a golf ball, we want to feel that the lower body is a little bit more towards the target than the upper body. We want to feel that there's a little bit more weight into the lead side. So we don't want it at 50-50, but a lot of golfers start at 50-50. So why not just give yourself that little bit of a kickstart? Give yourself a little bit of a stronger position at setup. And by doing so, what I would do is I would get the lead hip and I would just push it over the lead foot. So straight away now I can feel a little bit more tension in my left glute. I can feel a bit more weight going down my lead side, okay? Now I'm in this position, my upper body stayed over the golf ball. It hasn't really moved forward. My head position hasn't moved forward either, but my lower body, my weight's just started to stack a little bit more into my lead side. Because as you start to move into impact, that's where you want to be. Now, actually, when you come at the impact position, your weight distribution generally just starts to even out a little bit. But what you can do from here, it just helps you with a couple of things. Starting with the weight in the lead side helps those that sway off the golf ball. So if you're a swayer and you start to feel that your weight moves too much to the outside of your trail foot, then starting on the lead foot is going to be an absolute game changer for you. Also, for those that don't really get across to the lead side very well in the transition or the downswing, starting a little bit across there, give yourself that little head start. This will also be a game changer for you as well. And if you watch the golf on telly, you'll notice that a lot of them just have stacked across into that lead side. They just start it ever so slightly across. If we were to put a percentage on it with the tour pros, it might be 55%. It's a minuscule amount. What I want you to feel, if you don't do this at all already, start 60, 65, 70, get across into that lead side. Don't be scared to get over there. All right, you're still going to be making sure that you rotate into the backswing, but what's going to happen now is naturally your weight will move away from the lead side as your body spirals up into the top of the backswing. So your body weight might start on this lead side, but as you spiral up into the backswing, the body weight will move a little bit more to the center. So if you were a swayer, then you've not gone to the outside of your trail foot. And for everybody else, it just stays in the center. But what it does do, and if you're not a type of golfer that gets enough weight into the lead side on the way down, you're in the center, you've got that head start to come back into the golf ball as well. So it is a hugely important, a hugely helpful starting position. But like I said, you'll see a lot of tour pros, if not all of the tour pros, just start with that little bit of weight stacked into that lead side. The next thing, particularly with the mid irons, this is the ball position. Never let it get too far in front of the center. Make sure at setup, it's right in the middle. So I'm talking 7, 8, 9 pitching wedge and sand wedge right in the center. When you're then going to 6, 5, 4, 3, and the same with 5 wood, 3 hybrid, 4 hybrid, 5 hybrid, 6 hybrid, they're all a kind of an overlapper. I would roll the ball position 1 golf ball to the lead side, and that's it. I think of 3 ball positions: driver, 7-iron to wedge in the center of the stance, and then everything else in between the two is 1 ball position. Don't confuse it. You see, I see so much garbage on the internet about dropping every ball back for every club. Ain't gonna happen. Absolute tripe. Listen, don't, just ignore it. That's pet hate, rubbish advice, okay? So think of 3 different ball positions. So ball position to start with, I've got an 8-iron in my hand, so I'm gonna go middle of my stance. And the best way to do this, put your feet together, get the ball in between your big toes, and go equal distance either side. Now the ball is slap bang in the center of your stance and underneath your spine angle. What I'm gonna do with my hips is just push them towards the lead side. So I've got a little bit more in the outside of this lead glute. Now, as I get to the top of the backswing, I'm able to still get my coil, so able to rotate, still able to create some height at the top of the backswing. But then from here, what I want to try and do is drive this lower body towards the target. So I've got my lead glute over my lead foot. Okay, I've managed to maintain posture because I've managed to encourage the lower body to rotate into the lead side. All right, and that's the key. You're going to get the rotation into the lead side. The body weight's already going to be across there because you've started it there. So you give yourself that little bit of a head start that there's nothing wrong with it. We all do it. I do it quite a lot, sometimes a little bit too much. Okay, so let's go set up. Build your stance, build your ball position. Again, you will see the top players, you'll see the best players in the world really take the time on the grip, their posture, their ball position. They go through a routine that obviously the more they do, it gets a little bit faster and they find a nice speed, but they're very conscientious about making sure that they do it correctly because it's massively important. And don't forget, that's the best players in the world, making sure they get the basics right. So that means that all of us should be doing the exact same. So clubbing behind the ball at the target, feet together, take my grip, equal distance either side, get posture, get comfortable. For me, I drive my knees a little bit into that lead side. I've got my weight on my left side, a lovely little finish position as well. So I've been able to really get across to this lead side. Look where I finished. Hips, knees over my left foot, shoulders just over my hips or maybe slightly back behind. I don't allow my upper body to start chasing the strike. My lower body is going to get the strike, okay? Steering wheel, engine, all right? So my upper body is not going to start panicking for strike. It's not going to go over here. My upper body is going to rotate down to strike the golf ball. My lower body is my engine. That's where my power is going to come from, okay? And that's why we start with the body weight a little bit more in that lead side. That's why I put the emphasis in the transition, getting the body weight across to that lead side as well. It is hugely important, hugely helpful to you as well for the quality and the consistency of your ball striking. So don't be afraid to move. Don't be afraid to stack the weight into the lead side, because long term, it will absolutely help you and stop you hitting that horrendous first shot that I hit. You don't want to do that. Not only have I lost another golf ball, it's expensive as well. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Your opportunity now as well to drop a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what videos and tip videos specifically you would like to see that can help you out, and stay tuned to the channel because you may just see that video up and coming very, very soon. But for today, play well.